Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode number 129. From the 128th episode, excuse me. Episode 28. This will be the 129th episode of the series, The Village Hidden Leaves, and the 39th chapter of the manga, Proof. Alright, now, this episode picks up exactly where last week's episode left off. Yeah, where you see Boruto and Sasuke on top of one buildings in the village Hidden Leaves in the past. Roughly about 20 years, almost exactly 20 years in the past. Oh, by the way, there's like 4 characters in the past during this episode. I'll talk about them. Now, of course, Boruto knows though that Tsunade, Kakashi, and his dad's face are not the Hokage. So basically, I kind of theorized when I saw this, either it was going to be Tsunade being the Hokage, or basically the third Hokage. But they guessed right, it's the 5th Hokage. Okay, so they step down. They work on looking for Naruto. Of course, they're given instructions prior to this that they're not interact with. Basically, tell anybody they're from the future. Yep, can't do that. Which it's basically obvious stuff the turtle tells him. He goes to sleep in his pouch, and of course, before they go meet with anybody, they have to change their clothes. Sasuke, of course, his disguise is simply put a hat on. Boruto actually bought a different outfit. He even wears the same boots his father, his dad wore when he was his age. And they go walking about, and they run into something in the past. From their past, anyways. They run into Sakura when she's 12, 13 years. I think when she's 13. Yep. They run into her briefly, and then she's not seen again. And then, I don't know, when they run into her again, it seems like they use the same exact animation area. It's like they repeat this one just with a different area. It's really weird when it comes to how to use Sakura in here. Yes, remember Sakura. Of course, Sasuke can't talk to her because that's his freaking wife and the mother of his freaking child. Yeah, mother of his only child. Yep. And they go off, and then they just walk for a bit, and then he runs into Naruto, the person they were looking for. By complete accident. And then Jiraiya shows up. Yes, frickin' Jiraiya make his first appearance in this particular series. And of course, they get falsely accused of being Peepee Toms, even though they're really not. And of course, Jiraiya and Naruto, like, yeah, we get in the slip. And then we see a creeping chef behind up, and it's Tsunade who proceeds to beat the living crap out of these two off screen. Despite the fact he does deeply care for Naruto, this is probably just a punishment for him. Yeah, apparently, whenever Naruto acts like an idiot, this was a recurring gag both in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, where Naruto acts like an idiot, and his punishment is getting the crap beat out of him by women who are twice as strong as he is. Both whom really beautiful women. The one of them's got a flat chest. Yeah, there's a common recurring gag when it comes to that. They apologize, and their punishment is to watch these two mysterious strangers, and Sasuke's he reveals their cover. Basically, the cover is that they're child performers who use Nujutsu. I'm like, okay, then. Excuse me, yeah. So basically, we'll walk by for a while. Now, do they run into any people from the past this episode? They do now that of course Boruto thinks he wants to, before he runs to Sakura, he wants to go get Thunderburger, and he goes to the place where he is in the present day, and it's not there. But he does run into Ichiro Ramen. Yep, see the shop first time. Well, when it's a tiny shop, and of course everybody's looking at him like, why are you talking like that for? Because no one says anything about it. And according to Sasuke, there's only 1 or 2 places you can find it, either at his house or at the ramen place. Of course, he doesn't know back about probably doesn't suspect he's out training. Yep. Yeah. So they run into Sakura later. And, well, Naruto acts perfectly normal on Sakura. Yeah, around this age, basically, Naruto had a crush on Sakura, but it went nowhere fast. Yes, it went nowhere. So, yeah. And, of course, Sakura basically... Now, when Sasuke sees her again, he decides to hide because, well, that's his wife and the mother of his child. Oh, yeah, and Boruto points out, though, Sakura is a lot like Sakura at this age. Yes. Yeah, as he thinks in his head. And then they're like, okay, we need a place to sleep, so takes us back to Naruto's house. I'm like, wow. The way this apartment looked, it's like, wow. Going back to the original Naruto series. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. No really change. I mean, they said it was a little messy. You didn't see much of the apartment. It didn't look that messy. Yeah, it's not like sometimes how it usually is depicted. Yeah, sometimes it's depicted with a whole apart. I've seen it one time where it was covered. The whole floor was covered with trash, and Naruto had not taken the time to clean it up. Though before he left during the 2 year time skip, he did leave trash by the door. Hopefully, I think he left so they can go by and pick it up. Yep. And Naruto says, yeah, he lived by himself because he knows his parents are. What? Here's the thing. How Naruto is able to survive by himself without parents around. You see, from what I found out, he got secrets. He got secret allowance. Now Naruto never found out who got this inheritance, who got this allowance from, and I think that because also the ninja missions, and plus is a my guess is that Nani must have kept up that secret allowance thing for Naruto. Yeah, Sasuke got it too. Though for him, I think it was basically him using his parents' money to survive. Though he got a nice apartment, while Naruto got a piece of crap apartment on the top floor of a building. Yep. And they go to sleep, and of course Boruto decides to reminisce about what happened in the shooting exam arc when Naruto talks about Naruto. Well, he doesn't directly mention by name, mentions Naruto, the future Naruto, when he's strong and basically everyone relies on him, and how much of an idiot he is when he's at home. He's completely useless. And he mentioned about his sister's birthday where he actually dropped the cake. He doesn't mention the fact that it was a shadow clone. Yes, a freaking shadow clone. Yep. And that's how the episode ends, basically with them just falling asleep in the apartment. And then, now I saw the preview for next week, like, oh boy, I'm looking forward to next week's episode. Where we're going to see Rock Lee and Hanada. Yes, I love the fact we're showing these two next week. It is so freaking good we're going to show these two. Yep. Now, Sonati, it's nice, though. Of course, I forgot almost before I close out. There is a small little thing where Boruto calls Naruto a peeper. And of course, Sakura is about to do her famous punch of basically beating the crap out of Naruto, but it goes nowhere. Well, I thought was so funny. Because, well, Naruto was a peeping Tom when he was he was taught how to peep by his own freaking master, Jiraiya. Who, by the way, doesn't do very much, but it's this Jiraiya. Now, I should point out in the dub for the series, he was voiced by David Lodge in all of his appearances. David Lodge can't do that anymore because the man is retired. If they get this, they may use Patrick Stoltz's voice. It's possible he did replace David Lodge on Bleach. Excuse me, he placed him as Kapachi. Yep. Playing Kapachi Zaraki, the captain of squad, I believe it's 11. Yeah, the violent squad. Yeah. I was really for this particular review. Fantastic episode. Love it. Can't wait for next week. Which, next week's episode, before I go, I almost forgot to do this one because I didn't mention I was going to do this. The newest chapter of the manga for Boruto. Proof. No, that's not it. There we go. Yeah, I almost forgot to close. Before I close, I forgot to do this. Okay, first we have this cover image of Kawanaki. Yep, showing up as Kira. The chapter picks up right where last chapter left off, where Sadara is basically trying to figure out what the heck happened, where Naruto is, and you can see part of Kawaniki's arm on the floor, and of course we see Mitsuke show up with Boruto thinking it was fine. And then all of a sudden, basically, it was trapped in a frickin' Sasuke Shikamaru shows up, puts Kawanaki in a shadow process jutsu, and they're all acting completely irrational. Yeah, it's like, okay, because apparently he doesn't trust him, so they decided to erect a freaking barrier around the Uzumaki house. Yeah, a barrier, like always to the other side. Yeah, basically Team 7 Kawanaki. Yeah, and they all sealed him up, and then he pulls the shadow jutsu back. He explains what exactly happened was Juggin, the de facto leader of Kara. He's still up here in front of me. What do you mean? Yeah. Basically, that part is true. But basically, through his karma. Where he's cracking the air. Space-time jutsu. Yeah, and for some reason, Sadara is back wearing the outfit that she was first seen prior to her arc in the anime. Yeah, don't know why she's back wearing this outfit for. It's so bizarre. Like, what's wrong with her outfit currently in the series? Why go back to this outfit for? It's so weird. Yeah, there's no explanation of why she goes back to this outfit. And of course, Sasuke is basically using Kwanki being involved, despite the fact he really has no evidence to support it because, well, he doesn't. He thinks he's deceiving people. Yep, and he doesn't think just Mirakira. He says he talks a lot. He's suddenly gone. Yeah, yeah. Then of course, he has to stay under house arrest. Baruto's like, "You sure?" Yeah. Thanks for being cooperative. Everything personal. Kawanaki, and of course, he looks at the arm, and then we see one of the other members of Kira just standing on top of the wall outside the Hidden Leaf Village. Yep. So yeah, he leaves, and we see jogging back at the headquarters, basically going to recharge. Basically, it'll take him at least about 2 days to recharge. Yep. They talk for a very period of time, and they show the divine tree. Yeah. Of course, like I pointed out, though, both for the review of the Boruto film and in the tuning exam arc, yeah, no one mentions, hey, what's the divine tree doing? Didn't we destroy this tree during the last war? Yeah, no one mentioned this at all. Yep. And we see Delta's been rebuilt. Yes, this smoking hot android has been completely rebuilt. Oh yeah, and the scientist guy smokes. Okay. And of course, then we cut back to Uzumaki house. Baruto says, "No, I refuse to believe that Kawaki is a spy." And of course, Sasuke tells him, "Shh, be quiet. I never said he was. And you can't disprove it either. I just can't remember. Even if he even sacrificed his right arm to save Hawari and Dad." That's just what he says. He could have died if it was wrong. Would a spy do anything? Of course, like with the Kira scientist, safely. Yeah, and of course, they have a brief image of Naruto. Naruto's not in this chapter at all. So, Kwanki thinks about it, and he asks, why has Lord Seven been kind to me? Why is he willing to look me straight in the eye? Yeah, as if you're a family, right? There were times I've wondered if, for real, my better be if Lord Seven were my dad. I was so jealous of Baruto and annoyed. I was constantly griping. His anger is of so blessed. If you see, to Lord Seventh, everyone in the village is family. That's who is. That's who he is. And you just feel his presence, safe in his presence, utterly safe. Never mind. You blockhead, old man Shikamaru. Sheesh, you're the bother. This is the side of you just like Naruto's a brat. And of course, Shikamaru. And of course, they call him Master Shikamaru. Found something out upstairs. Something out. Oh. Appears to be a vase full of cracks. It was displayed prominently on Lord Seven's desk. Could be ninja covertures. Give me a break. It's not like that at all. You're joning. How could you come up with something that's so stupid? Yep. Why are you so serious? It's completely fixed, huh? Why would you go so late? You don't want to tell me to fix it. Besides, it's not perfect. It's still a tiny hole. I see. So this is the infamous vase. You see this, old man Shikamaru? Kawaki Liberty put this shattered thing back together, and you still want to him as a spy? Look, I hear you, Boruto. Just like losing his right arm doesn't prove this society. Exactly how hard-headed are you? Just get away, Boruto. Doesn't make any sense, huh? And then his arm starts activating, so he puts it back on. It says, it's chakra. I can sense Lord Seven's chakra. And then something really weird happens, like Naruto's like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And then of course, a portal opens to his Kira. And it happened with Boruto too, open a giant portal. And like no way, a space time jutsu. Boruto and Kawagi using Kurama's power. I'm finally understanding why Jogan chose me. I didn't want to admit, but in the end, to him, it's whole, being the same wavelength. It's nauseating by candlelight, except because of that, whatever he can do, I got the ability to do too. Kawaki. Come on, let's go rescue our 7th. You're nothing like Jogan Kawaki, I bet. And of course, they're all blocked by the Shadow Paralysis Jutsu. Who gave me a smile of your own? I'm just wherever Lord 7 you are. Become yourself, think. And then Kawaki just basically blocks it. Hurry up and go. Hurry up and go. This rift's gonna close. Let's go, you two. Hey, wait a second. Kawaki, you need proof, right? Fine. I'll get it for you. And they go to the place where Naruto is. Yep, all I see are rocks. He's like, where's Dad? Huh? Yeah, and they come across the thing that he was trapped in from the last chapter. Nice to meet Uchiha Sasuke. Who are you? You. Visiting Kawaki. Oh, joy. Together run you here. Is that Jogan? No, he's Baro, another inner member of Kira. In some ways, he's even worse than Jogan. Next chapter hits November 20th. Wow, what a really interesting chapter. Yeah, and wow. Man, Shikamaru. My gosh. I did not like how he was written this chapter. He was written to be a complete buffoon. Like, okay, he doesn't trust Kawaki. Fine. He's acting paranoid. Like, okay, he's from outside the village, so consider him a spy. And the barrier thing? Really, Shikamaru? That's way overkill. I think even Naruto will point out, though, you're way overdoing it. I mean, looking if you're an old friend of Naruto, otherwise, he probably would have fired your ass up here a long time ago. I give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. A really good chapter. I can't wait for the 40 chapter series. Coming out exactly 1 month on November 20th. 2 days of my dad's birthday. Yep. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. And that's it for videos today, because I got no other videos planned for today. Tomorrow I got maybe at least 2. Review of the last episode of Fairy Tail, and hopefully a review of Toshiba Reservoir Chronicle. Okay? Produce the next view. Bye.